in service to nation and God. I think it's about time, and we've been doing this, by the way, since the NDC days, when constitutionally mandated bodies come up and tell us that, oh, we are the sole preserve, we have the sole prerogative to conduct an exercise, so don't question us. I think that conversation has moved on. We've been hearing this same argument being put up. In fact, the defensive posture of the EC suggests that we are the only body that should determine how elections should be run. That's not true. In fact, in the case that they are using our taxpayer money to do some of the frivolous things they want to engage in, we needed to get involved. And that's how come CSOs, it's not just Imani, decided to listen to the rather contradictory statement from the EC itself, and then say that not all is not well. So we took on this novel approach to just ask the EC a few questions. Number one, they said, listen, in spite of the fact that they've been spending almost $60 million on an annual, not on an annual basis, they spent close to $60 million so far as of 2018 in continuously upgrading the systems they have to be able to deliver the district elections, which is just 1 month old. They want to ditch all these efforts that they've spent our money on and go and procure totally new systems costing us around $50 million to prosecute the election. And we said, hey, Master, I also can't be using this. And I Bruce the Dawson into no. Open say, what say a CKB? And call your sacrapona say, you are giving us justifications. You are not doing it with greater opacity because the procurement process is shrouded in a lot of secrecy. They kept telling us that they've spoken to the vendor. You are who spoke to the vendor. You should have informed us. There were no requests for proposals, RFQs that were published. We didn't see any. The EC kept saying that according to their experts, according to their vendor, the machines are not reliable. And they follow from this argument to suggest to us that, oh, it's not reliable only because about 0.6% of those on the voter roll would have to be voting back manually. And we said, wait a minute, elections all over the world where biometric machines are used, sometimes they set the bar as high as 1%, 1.9%, some even set it at 3%. But here you're even looking at just 50,000 out of a potential 40 million voters. So what it means is that more than 30 million of your registered voters will be biometrically verified nicely with the existing machines you have. But because only 50,000 persons would have to be, out of this number, would have to be manually verified, you want to change the entire system. It's not even suggesting that the error of voting, as in the margin of error, will be 0.6% too. It's not as if these 50,000 persons will be disenfranchised too. It is because in the nature of the machines, maybe not all the 30 million would have to be biometrically verified. And when necessary, these 50,000 persons will be manually verified. I mean, how do you advance these arguments to totally ditch investments you've made close to $60 million in updating your existing system to go and procure end-to-end $150 million worth of equipment? And we are saying that, assuming you were doing that with greater openness, it is even probably useful. And if you even compare the cost of these machines you are going to buy with countries in Africa which have run similar elections based on similar usage of these machines, your costs are actually more than 60%. And that we think we can save us by 60% on cost alone if we did a cost comparator with other African countries. Kenya did it for $750. You are doing it at $3,500. Zimbabwe, which is even running a broken economy, did it close to $2,000 in spite of all the corruption. DRC did it for close to 2,000. In spite of the fact that they have far greater population than us. Nigeria did it for less than 1,000 as well. So what are you running? Show us where you bought this equipment. Show us the quotation. And then we can tell you that you grossly inflated the figures. And the other argument they are making, which is very disingenuous, is that the limited registration done in 2014 and 2016 cost more than the totally new registration. It is a lie. In 2014, I think we spent $10.6 million on the limited registration. In 2018 to 2016, it was less than $20 million. It's not true that $85 million was spent on the limited register. So we should yield to spending close to $150 million on a totally new register. Anywhere you pass, the arguments are not sound. They are not sound financially, economically, and proprietary. So these are some of the reasons we think that they've not convinced us as to why we need a new register. In any case, well, I leave those arguments there unless there are any more questions.
Well, is there anything that the EC is saying that at least you think we should be looking at? Because reading to your statement, you seem to have the opinion that there's nothing the EC has said that is enough to convince us to go the way they are proposing.
Oh, they've not done anything. They've not. Let me tell you, if you look at the trajectory of events, the EC was bent on changing the register even before they examined the existing system that they had. Let's go into records. Look at the historical and dating of all these events. They started talking about changing the register as far back as 2018. When you were using the same system to deliver elections in 2019, a month ago, and they claim they did it at great difficulty. Well, what are they being paid for? Are we not paying for the labor? So deliver the elections if it's what great difficulty. You delivered the elections. We didn't hear that the biometric machines were faulty. Less than a month, all of a sudden, the machines are dead. Why? Are we conducting elections of people from outer space? Even unidentified objects would not spend such money at great expense.
You have also talked in your statement, and you're just referring to it, that as far back as April 2019, the preparatory works that were being done, in fact, tendering has started as far back as that time. And
yes,
we have already seen a contract being awarded.
Yes.
What should we be anticipating? And does it also indicate that the Electoral Commission was not interested in engaging anybody in the first place? That they had already set the agenda, they were following it, they were not interested in whatever anybody said?
These are the sensible questions I'm expecting most of the other journalists to ask as well. And you have asked them. You see, why after the fact? It is even disrespectful to the stakeholder committee that delivers elections. It comes from this insidious analogy, understanding that only the Electoral Commission determines the veracity of elections in this country. So they can go and prepare and procure the services and later come and justify it to us. I mean, really, we said the previous EC did certain untoward things. But this is too great. This is too grave to understand. So it is part of the disrespect that had been shown us by engaging us after the fact. So that is how come they are defending all of this. Never underestimate the power of a determined waster of taxpayer money. You go ahead, go heaven and earth to defend it. Now they are saying we can go to hell, whether we like it or not. But of course, if you're going to quietly procure the services of a vendor almost a year, and they are now coming to tell us, have conversations with us, what else should we
do? You said they have procured the services of a vendor a year ago.
But so they started from 2019. Is that what they started from April 2019? Is that not what they did? And eventually they've awarded the contract anyway. So it's even annoying me, because to think that we are even talking after the fact and then trying to justify the fact that they've engaged organizations and engaged everybody else. It's just not on.
Having said that, then how do you situate the statement of the eminent persons committee that the call for calm and then a meeting with IPAC? Wouldn't that all be after the fact?
It looks to me that committee itself was formed because they knew the headwinds that will come, and I don't think it was genuinely set up to solve anything. I think it was only solved so that they used their respect and eminence to possibly douse those raging fires that are coming at them. It is disingenuous. I'm not saying the committee is not needed at all. I think it was formed simply because, like we do in Ghana. So we have a few pastors there, then we pray, we are a peace-loving nation. I submit to you, they weren't selling this same thing to Parliament that, this thing must be delivered at all costs because of the peace of the country is supposed to be guaranteed, which is what we do in this town. We externalize spiritually things that have to be done, even though God has given us grace. And then all of a sudden, they will say, you guys are talking too much. Why are you saying that the institution that has been mandated to do things, but they are being defective at it, and they are wasting taxpayer money at it? We should be able to interrogate. You see, if it's your private money, we would have no qualms at all. But because it is public money, that's how come we are talking about it.
Considering a contract has been rewarded, would you say that the process is reversible? Can we do anything about ensuring that a new voters register is not compiled?
I suspect there are many arguments. We are certainly extending this argument we made to each member of parliament to recall the process again and collect the money on behalf of the country. I don't know what will happen if that fails. Maybe some people will go to court. Some of us are not ready to go and spend time in court because the court process will drag before you realize they've gone ahead and done the elections anyway. So we can only do what we can do. As many people would have to know the position and examine what has been put out by the EC, that they have totally unjustified grounds to do what they are trying to do. That's what advocacy people are supposed to do. We can't put a gun to their heads. I hear others are also demonstrating. Maybe that's also another avenue.
You destroyed your own parliamentary argument even before you started. That's interesting.
Oh, how?
Because you said that, because one of the key issues here is that if you recall the passage of that budget in the first place, it was controversial because the minority had walked out and the majority decided to pass it. So if the majority has gone to the extent of doing that, do you think they'll be interested in any process that's aimed at ensuring that that same thing that they are backing does not come on?
At least it will be put on record that there were a group of persons who examined everything the EC said beyond raising their hands and shouting, yeah, yeah, and actually delving into the matters and bringing to bear. And I believe some of them will be moved. A lot more will be convinced. But whether the ship would have sailed by then, I'm sure that's another conversation for another day.
You also talk about the demonstration, and would you work from your perspective?
Oh, I have seen that some people have said, I think some political parties are demonstrating anyway. I think these are all allowable avenues to vent. I don't know who goes into organizing an election. It's like you have a referee that is refereeing between two teams. And even though there's a VAR, the referee says he disagrees with the VAR. That's what it's like. You think the players will all play. Even if one party, one set of players or one team has already scored goals. If the other team decides not to play, what happens to the integrity of the football match?
Very interesting analysis. But why wouldn't the CSOs also join the demonstration?
Well, we are demonstrating by writing detailed analysis to reject the rather vacuous analysis that have been put up by the EC. That's our demonstration. It's not only a fit demonstration that you need to do. You should also demonstrate with your head and your heart.
Well, so we are going into an election. You just raised questions about the conduct of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the other commissioners and the decisions they've taken. What do you think will be the impact of this on the elections if they decide to go ahead, stick to whatever agenda they have, and not listen to anybody?
Unfortunately, the trust in the Electoral Commission has waned drastically because the statements they themselves have made. They didn't listen to my friend Bosman Asari. One of the most difficult interviews to watch when he did it with Benadab. Absolutely no single argument that he advanced makes sense even to himself. So I was wondering why they are putting themselves in this line of fire. You see, once you are given this mandate to be part of the public scheme of things, you should be cautious and be careful. And so for me, the issues about trust, it's not because it's an age-old problem with politicians trusting institutions. But in this case, I think it's been probably clear to even those of us who sit on the fences that the EC does not have the structure to convince anyone that everything they've done so far inures to the benefit of the state. And that alone for me is worrying. You know, why? The EC commissioners came from the backgrounds of CSOs. So naturally, we should be expecting that there must be some reference to some of these decisions that are taken. And I'm not taking a dig at my former boss, the chairperson. She's my former boss, by the way, at the IE. We're only saying that the same rules we applied when we were in CSO must be applied. It has not been abdicated simply because some of you are now in public office. The same ratio deductions that are made, value for money, vested interest analysis, all these things must be made. I cannot fathom how you go ahead and procure a service quietly through an opaque system, and then you come and have a conversation with me. I can only say that you want to justify at all cost why you want to do this. So, please, there must be some levels of introspection. If it's their private money, that's fine. Let's not always believe that anybody in public service is doing us a good because they are in public service. Ghanaians should never believe that. They are there at our pleasure and at our labor and at our expense. So we should be able to query them just as the same way we bring them into office. And for us at Imani, we are not supposed to be praise singing, because that's not our duty. We'll single some praises to be made, but I think at some point, our role would be clearly to critically examine whatever they put out as public officials.
One of the defenses the EC has used under the circumstances is that, well, they are independent. They have been given the mandate to independently decide what is good for the electoral system of Ghana. So they are not bound to listen to anybody.
Yeah, their mandate involves in making sure that the processes leading up to delivering an election are sacrosanct. And those processes are the ones up for conversations right now. Have the process been fair? Did they involve looking for the best in terms of costing? Did they involve the best in making sure that the existing assets that they have, if they are usable, can be used? Do they involve the fact that the NIA is compiling a much more detailed, rule? Can they source their data from it? Does it also involve the fact that they should open up the process so that at any point in time, people can come and register if they are 18 and not just leave it as an event to organize limited registration processes? It is important that we query all of this. And it's part of the process. The constitutionally mandated to execute an election is not an endorsement of an application for common sense analysis. I mean, that is what it is.
There's also the question of, well, at the end of the day, what is their interest? The interest of the members of a commission, the chairperson and her two deputies, and the other person who have come to speak. Because at the end of the day, they are not even involved in the elections. Why should we be questioning their procurement of a register if you cannot tell for a fact that they are interested in doing this or doing the other? Because the political parties are also alleging that, okay, you are trying to rig the elections in favor of another. But do they really have that interest if you look at the persons who are currently at the commission?
Let me give you my honest view. You know, when we were doing this Kelny GVG, and we were even making the arguments about infringement on privacy, some senior old politician made a very important point to me. That frankly, you think people care about the privacy issue. It is the money. It is the money. They don't care about listening to your conversation. Of course, if you come and listen to my conversation and play it anywhere, first I'll tear into pieces, and I'll still stand by whatever I said, as long as I'm not overthrowing the country. But so it doesn't matter to some of these people whether the proprietary of the process or whatever it is. I'm not submitting that is what I think of the commissioners. I think the commissioners are defending the indefensible, and I do not know the indefensible partners that they are defending. I can only say that they have vested interest in ensuring that a procurement gig like this is seen to fruition. And that's where my worry is. That's why I expect that the commissioners will take a back seat and do a value for money analysis, a vested interest analysis, and also come to the conclusion that the best must be done for the country. At this stage,
you use the word a procurement gig?
Oh, I'm not being flowery at all. I think it is a procurement gig. Otherwise, because it doesn't make sense financially, and it doesn't make sense the procurement processes that have gone on. Did you see any RFQs published? Did you even know the vendor before now? In fact, they are telling us the conversations they've had privately with their own chosen vendor. And not because we've done all of that. Did they tell us that they've procured all of this until now? I mean, it is what it is, my brother.
Mm. Well, let me end by asking you this question about your assessment of the current leadership of the Electoral Commission. Madam Jane Mensah, of course, came from the fold of the CSO. She's also a lawyer. You have someone who was actually, I think, the dean of the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana as one of the deputy chairs. And you have somebody who has been at the Electoral Commission for so long, also being the second deputy chair. Now, are you impressed with the way they've handled our electoral processes so far, judging from the fact that Dr. Afarijan, Madame Charlotte Osei, one of the things they did was to ensure that they carry people along in their decision-making?
And even when they had done that, the latter two you mentioned, they were still leaving house from certain quarters, wasn't it? Until the last election was delivered successfully. So it tells you that if you come into office knowing all of this, and adopt an approach that is completely opposite to the processes that have been there before now, you definitely get into trouble like the way you've gotten into trouble. But without necessarily giving marks about how I feel about their conduct so far, I think it's obvious, given what has been happening, that the commission itself has not helped the process at all.
Well, I said that's finally, but somebody just sent a message to our Facebook platform. His name is Abib Bantus. He said, Mr. Franklin, what happened to the Kelny GVG contract? People are saying because you were given no coffee, you keep quiet. Is it true? Please forget this CD rescue mission so that the integrity will be intact. But I want you to respond to that Kelny GVG part. What happened?
Well, Kelny GVG is still a matter for contention. As you note, we have been writing probes and still disagreeing with the valid propositions that were made. We only decided to withdraw the cases simply because we realized that the undertaking, the cost-wise, and the fact that the witnesses we had lined up to help us in court all pulled out when the things were getting murkier and complex. People don't want to lose their jobs. And we felt that, hey, we'll fight this in other ways anyway, which is why when the ministry came up with those fictitious numbers claiming they have saved the country money, we completely rejected it and put it out that those raises they are mentioning came on the back of increase in CSC tax and the natural growth in revenue following our telecom consumption patterns. I still think that is an issue that will still not go away, but to the extent that we still mount our defenses in the face of what has been procured or what has been promoted by the ministry, we are still on it. We are still on it anyway. But these are part of the conversations we are having now. It's so difficult to get these things through. If people are determined to do anything, once they have the power, they'll go ahead and do it anyway. What can you do?